Hello there everybody, my name is Toby from the Artorvian channel and welcome to episode 6 of Artropolis. And in the last episode we built this wonderful little house, but what is inside it? It's a villager breeder, which is just down this. Basically the entrance to the villager breeder is just a little trapdoor down here, and as you can see down here there's 2 villagers who will happily breed every single night. And we should get at least 1 villager a day appearing in that house. Or should I say beneath that house, we do need to press a button for them to go up there. But as you can see around here you can hear more villagers. We're just repopulating the place, which is awesome. But what other plans do we have for these villagers? Well, villagers are great for trading with, especially librarians, because they can give you enchanted books. And as you can see, I've got full diamond armor, it hasn't got any enchantments. So I'm going to be making a villager trading hall. There are going to be 18 slots. Obviously there are more than 18 enchanted books, but I will only be needing about 18 at the moment. So there will be 18 slots for 18 villagers. I'll be breeding them over time and we should have this filled up in a few episodes time and we should be trading with them. Currently we already have 1 mending villager up in there, but other than that we don't have any others, so hopefully we can get some soon. I'd love some full prot armor and things like that. But anyway, in today's episode I'm also going to be transforming this into sort of like a village hall. This little layout here, this blueprint, will end up being like a village hall, and there'll also possibly be a storage system on the second floor. It's all in the air, I haven't really planned it out too much, but yeah, I'm super excited. But I think what I'll do is just hop into a time lapse, see how this turns out, and then we'll see where we can go from there. So let's go right into it. And here we have it, the village hall, and I really like how it turned out. I've sort of gone for a thatch roof style, which looks really awesome. I've used the stripped birch and the birch slabs, it looks really cool. Obviously there are details I could still add, which I will do along the future, but for now, since we're in the early game, we don't have access to too many blocks, so I'm probably going to leave it as it is in the meantime. In the hall itself, it's not entirely complete. I have run out of red carpets. I'll need to gather some more of them. And I've also run out of lecterns, but I do already have 2 villagers in here. I do need more emeralds so I can secure their trades, but hopefully we can get some decent trades out of them. Also, I may or may not have had a few creeper explosions on the top floor because I forgot to light it up. That's why there may be a few blocks missing. I will repair it at some point when I get a chance. But yeah, this is a really awesome room. I'm planning on filling up all of these booths with villagers and putting the mending villager right here, and then I'm going to have some chests along here on the top of the floor. So yeah, I really like how this turned out. Let me know what you think of it down below, and let me know what other builds you think I should go for to accompany it. Anyway, my next plan for today's video is to sort of detail the paths and things, make it look a little more filled up, because at the moment we've just got loads of separated houses with paths connecting them. We don't really have any details in between them connecting them and things like that. And I've got just the idea for that. I'm going to fill it up with plants and things, and we'll sort of make it into like a mini tutorial, I guess. I think that would be really cool. So let me just collect the items for it and then we'll get right into it. So the first thing I want to do is fill up this space here, and I think I'm going to put a tree here. Did you just see what I just saw? There's a little tabby cat. I think that's a tabby cat. I don't have any fish on me. I wish I could tame that right now. But we'll probably do that at some point. But I'm going to put a tree right here. I think I'm going to do like a 4x4 base. Like so. And then we're just going to build it up from here. So it's going to be a fairly small tree, I think, for the time being. I think it'll only go up to about that height. Yeah, that's fairly neat. Then we can just sort of smooth it out at the base a bit. Things like that. I think that should look fine for now. We can add some roots at the bottom if we want, just by doing that and maybe something there as well. I think that could look cool. And then just going down a layer like so, just with the slabs, making it stand out a bit more. And then we can use these spruce slabs like so, just to build out a tiny bit. Just to make some fairly loose branches, I guess. So in this case, I have actually run out of leaves, so I'll have to tend to that off camera. It looks a bit messy at the moment, but it's looking fine, I guess, for now. As I said, I will need to go off camera and add even more details, add more leaves and things. But yeah, for now it looks pretty decent. And then I'll just add in some coarse dirt around here, just as a secondary block to go with the grass. Sort of create like a muddy environment, which is kind of what I want to go for here. Just something quite rustic. And there we can see it's just added a bit of detail and variation. And then we'll just add some grass around here. It doesn't really have to be too clean. I do need to eat though. There, just adding some grass around the base of it. I will go in with some bone meal at some point and bone meal the grass, some of the grass, to make it tall grass, but I don't have any bones at the moment. I don't know what I did with them. I guess they went into that building, didn't they? But yeah, I think that'll add some variation. And then you need to pick a flower or two. So as you can see in some of the areas here, I've gone with one species of flower. So I've gone with like the azure bluettes, I think. Yes, I got it correct. The azure bluettes and the cornflowers. As you can see, they're sort of in their own little clusters. Obviously, species of flower will compete for different things. So you may find certain species in a more shaded area, while others may be in a more open area, and you may find one flower variant to appear more frequently than another. It's just a good idea to include things like that. So as you can see here, this is more of a shaded area, so we might want to add some of the azure bluettes around the base of it, and then we can get the cornflowers again and just add them occasionally around this area. We may want them more frequently over here. As you can see, it's just a nice little detail. You don't really notice it unless you're looking too hard for it, but it's a really nice feature to go for. And then one last thing I think I want to include is maybe a little rock here. I don't really want to cover the coarse dirt, otherwise it's a bit of a waste of coarse dirt. But we could have one there and one there maybe. Yeah, I think that looks quite cool for a rock. And then over here we can just do... Let's see, we could dig down here and put the coarse dirt elsewhere and then just do that. Yeah, it doesn't need to be too big. We can add some cobblestone in there later on, but it just adds a little bit more variety and detail over here. Anyway, I think I'll hop into a time lapse and do more of this. And here we have the wonderful village. It's coming along really nicely. I do love the town hall and all the details over here, the flowers and the trees and the rocks and the lamps and everything. Oh, it's coming along super nicely. Everything just feels so connected, even the barn and the mineshaft, everything is super wonderful. And also, it just feels really rustic and medieval, which is something I really wanted to go for. Honestly, before this episode, I felt that everything felt a bit disconnected. I wasn't too happy with everything, but now I can safely say I'm super happy with it. Also, if we go in here, let's take a look at the villagers themselves, how they've been coming along, because the villager breeder has been running non-stop. Let's take a look at it. Let's go down here. So we've already got 5 up in that room here. And then over here, we've got so many villagers. How many are there? There must be at least 18 in there. And that's probably an underestimate, because I'm just saying that because we've almost certainly filled up the trading hall by next episode already. This is crazy. So many villagers. I'm going to have to spend the next episode and in between that just getting all of them from here into the trading hall. That will be a lot of work. But before I get into the question of the day and I finish off the episode, I have a question for you. Do you like how I recorded this episode with the tutorial, the mini tutorial and explanation before I jumped into the time lapse? Or would you like me just to get straight into the time lapse and just get even more progress done with just a few short clips instead? I'd love to hear your feedback. I think I'm going to stick with the style I did with this video, but do let me know. I would appreciate it. And before I get into it, please feel free to leave hashtag QOTD in the comment section below. If you have a question for me, I will possibly answer it in the next episode. I've got a few lined up, so I may not answer it in the 7th episode, and I could answer it in like a Q&A episode instead, but please let me know. That would be awesome. But Cornet, or Cornet, however you pronounce it, Cornet Plays Minecraft says, who is your favourite Minecraft YouTuber? And honestly, that is always changing for me. I think the ones I enjoy watching the most have got to be Izumavoid and maybe Pixel Riffs and Simply Suck. They all have wonderful videos. They put so much effort in. They're so much fun to watch, and I try to watch as many as I can. I really do enjoy them. But there's loads of people I'm watching. It's always changing. Yeah, loads of stuff. And of course, I do watch all of the Afterlife members. I try to watch every single video, at least on Afterlife, that they post, if not every single video full stop. They do put out a lot of awesome content, and I would recommend you check them out. But yeah, there's so many wonderful YouTubers out there, it's really hard to pick a favourite. But I hope that was a sufficient answer for you. I hope that was a good response, but thank you for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. If you did, please, as usual, leave any suggestions down below. Please feel free to join my Discord. It will be down below. Also, check out my second channel, Artorvian. A brand new video has been posted there, and it was so much fun working on it. And I'll try and get another one out before the new year. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye for now, and I'll leave you off with a wonderful cinematic shot of the moon rising above the church. That looks brilliant. It looks like it's illuminating the sky, almost like a beacon. I love that so much.